I had to rethink on how I was going to make my the videos. And I thought about it, talked about it with myself, and I had to be very strategic on how I do it. I just can't just be mentioning that clouds open and this and that. To For others to be able to see what it is that's happening around me, I have to be able to explain. Because these things happen so subtly. And it's like when I'm doing something is happening, something is communicating with me, but it's one of those situations where if you was there, you would be seeing it. Whatever is always happening is always happening in some type of way. The best way I can do is try to tune in on what I'm doing personally into videos to pretty much document my experience. I don't like to write things down because I'm not going to go back to it, or I could possibly lose the notepad or something. Going by the situation, my path that I'm going through right now, it can get lost. So the best thing I can do is record. So it's verbally. What I'm going to do is, as I'm documenting, I'm gonna just hit record and speak about particular things. I'm gonna try to make the videos short, because if I go long, I'll try to explain a situation and get lost in explaining it and forget what the whole point of me on that subject was about. I'm gonna try to keep things really brief right now, and then just go with the flow. I consider myself, out of everything I keep trying to research and do throughout the times of me documenting myself, I know I'm an empath. It all started off from being an empath. Knowing that I'm an empath, that I fit in the categories of that. Once I started really getting the hang of it and start understanding it by thinking about past and how I always felt around people and all of this, I started understanding the flow of energy. That's why I look at everything as energy now, because now when understanding the impact and feeling other people's emotions and all this other stuff with that, I started mentally and in myself trying to understand an empath from my own experience. I could read things about with other people, yeah, I could resonate with it, but it's like there's more I'm trying to understand about what it is to be an empath. And from coming off of that and understanding myself being an empath, it felt like things started to really get a little differently. I went through a situation and I was weak as hell. Like, I don't even know if I was dying or I really ain't care. I went with the flow of the moment, but as I was healing, I started connecting more to the sun. If one of them things, if I was going to die, I'd be seeing the sun as I die away. And I was in a weak state. I went outside, put my hand up to the sky. It was clouds up because I wanted to see the sun. And sure enough, the sun started pulling out the clouds. There was a whole situation where that happened, but I went through a whole downfall of things. I kind of made the first big odd thing that I was able to do, and I just let it with the whole sun come out, pulling the sun out accidentally. I kind of forgot about that, because that's when I started understanding empath, and I've been just really connecting, understanding it by being around people and the people that I already knew. The thing is that now that I see that I've been thrown into the spiritual situation, I wanted to explore more, like, okay, because the things I was doing in the town that I was living in, it was so seeable. I know everybody's seen it, especially when I was going through, I don't know if it's transformations or something. I just went through a series of things, and things was happening within the sky, because I've always been looking up to the sky, like, my own thoughts on that. I was always looking up to the skies. And then, once you put your thoughts and your attention to one thing, it's like you're putting your energy into it. But as I'm just focusing on the sky, and things started happening. It's like when I motion for a cloud to go this way, a cloud will start going that way, or will start doing this, or will start trying to make it look like something that's I'm thinking about in my mind. I don't know. It's been a lot of things I've been trying to pay attention to when it comes to the clouds. There are a lot of weird situations that I always wonder if people are seeing this, because I be open, I be out here with it. I was told from when I got a reading a long time ago that, I'm hiding, I'm holding back what I can do. And it's like, yeah, it kind of did feel like I've been holding shit back, because there's a lot of creepy things that go on and I just ignore it. Like, whatever, coincidence. But when I stopped holding back, things started happening. Knowledge started coming into my mind. And then I was been able to take what I've been learning about being an empath and the flow of energy, and then actually really using imaginations to do different things. And it's like, yo, this is doing something. But though I was in a town, and a lot of things that I've been doing out in the open, I know people are seeing it. It's like, yeah, I'm doing things on my end. It can make me look crazy, but if you're looking at what I'm looking at, and the gestures and motions I'm doing, and the reactions that is happening around, you will see that something is happening. I've been always wanting to show somebody, but I don't never know if it's going to happen. When I'm showing somebody, it's like, yo, I've always been trying to get the understanding of it and the control of it. I have my thoughts on it. I will explain to that, but been always trying to get somebody to talk to about it, because am I seeing this? I know people are seeing it too. Is people seeing it and just ignoring it and get scared, or do they know something? It brings you to a point, and then you start questioning everything, like, because it's like nobody's not really saying anything, and I'm doing this, and this is happening. Is this if I'm tripping? Because when I'm asking somebody if this weird or you see this, they act like they don't see nothing, like, or this is normal. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is normal. But fast forwarding, I had to leave out of there, because it felt like either I'm uncovering something, I'm learning something, or something's going on within me, or there's something creepy going on, or people are just hiding so much. You start to see the change, and as I started awakening, you start to see the change in people, or I'm just reading so good, or maybe I'm just caught up in my own thoughts, but it's like people start acting weird. And like I said, whatever I'm doing, I started being just open with it. I don't care how crazy I look. There's a method and a reason to what it is I am doing. So I started doing it. I don't know if people be seeing it, or if there's a secret in the town of what it is that I was doing. But somebody had to have seen it, or somebody had to have been recording something. So if I was ever to pop up, or anything was to happen, it'd be one of the situations where I'm explaining it right now. Now you start to see the crazy shit that I'm seeing, and I'm wondering, do other people see this? But I've always been open about what it is I am doing by doing it in public. I had to leave that town to go to a whole different city and make sure that, okay, let's do it here. It feels like like I said, with learning to be an empath, I feel like I now know how to communicate with energies in my own way. I can feel something. When it feels like something's telling me, all right, now do this here. All right, I started doing it there. This is when I went to, I was in the city of New York. When I was leaving out of it, I'm like, let me do it here. Went to the park. It was raining, and I'm like, all right, let's see. I see if we could pull the sun out. I do what I usually do. Sure enough, there's a whole lot of people there. They see I'm doing something, and I don't know. They thinking it's a coincidence. I'm still thinking it's a coincidence. It's like, yo, this shit can't be real. There's something's happening. I'm doing something. I gotta be asleep. Something. I don't know. I had dreams where it's like I'll wake up. I'm living in the life that I'm living right now. Just as you wake up, everything feels normal, and then shit just goes sideways. Like, what the hell? Like, creepy shit started happening, and then you get it through that day, go to sleep, only to wake up again and be like, that was a dream? Or did that happen yesterday? It felt so real. You start questioning that. I'm like, no, it was a dream. But why did it feel so real? Like, I just lived through all of that. It's like I felt shit was so real. And either, I went to sleep and I woke up now. But yet, I go through the whole day. And it's like everything is playing out similar to the dream, but it's just different. It's just, the concept is the same. But it's like watching movies that's about the same damn story, but you see them play differently. That's how it works out. I had to start paying attention to details on everything. But it be feeling like deja vu, like, didn't I already? So you start to, it's like you already remembering certain things about the dream, but though you don't remember, it's just, it's like I can just see things play out in my mind like a clip. And I can see them in multiple times in different ways and different how it's going to turn out differently. But I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot that I have to try to explain while I'm documenting myself and the things I'm doing. For me to just show you and then look at it just, and put my hand up and doing this, yeah, I could do that. Maybe one day I'll do that, but it's not enough to me. It's one of them things where you have to be next to me. You have to be here, and I'm just gonna, or you just, people looking at me and they seeing I'm just looking weird or something, whatever. And they actually see something going on as what I'm looking at. All right, what is it that he's looking at? Like, people need to just stop looking at things and then judging. They need to learn how to get in detail and be like, all right, what is it that he's doing? I see he's doing something, but he keeps looking at something. What is it that he's looking at? He got his head to the sky. What is going on in the sky? So if you're watching me, you might as well just gaze at the sky. It's beautiful. And then people will see that, holy shit, what is he doing? I don't know what to call it. I don't know. The best way I could say it, I've been feeling like some type of shaman, some weather shaman. When my emotions are a particular way, the weather would be if I'm strong about my emotions, the weather would be I try to do everything I can to no matter what, stay happy. That's why I'm on the path where I'm at. No matter where I'm at, I have to stay happy. I have to stay in a good mood to pump out good energy. I'm assuming that. But things be happening when my emotions go another way. That's why I try to control them. Again, the whole point of doing this is so that I could document it. So with things that I am doing and people start seeing it, actually paying attention, they will. Here's me explaining it and showing that I have been documenting myself, and wherever the hell it is I'm doing, I am trying to get control of it so I can understand how to put it to good use to help people. There's a plan that I got going together in my mind, but I have to go through the experience to know what it is that I am helping. But like I said, there's more than that. Again, I have to be careful with how I make these videos. I want to make sure they make sense. So the best way to call it is, this is a video of me documenting my strange activities that goes on around me as being an empath. And I will explain my experience in different ways so that you can see why it's hard for me to perceive life the way it is. But all I know is no matter what dream or whatever the hell it is, when I dive into my mind or other people's minds, I don't know what be going on. But my whole concept is to always stay yourself, be yourself. I'll always be myself in different ones. It's just when you wake up in that particular dream world, I don't know, mind, you only know, you be knowing what that body knows. Besides, you know what you're going to do throughout the day and with your past. You remember that too when you wake up and everything feels real and you start questioning a lot of things. But like I said, I will explain a whole lot as I try to figure out ways to upload and tell what needs to be told. Because if other people is going through these things, and if I am getting in people's minds and thoughts, it could be a possibility that I could be experiencing things that other people experience, and I have to figure out ways to get through it. So if I need to help that person, I know ways to get through it. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's a document. I need to figure out if I'm crazy, but I know I'm not fucking crazy, man. People be seeing shit. They don't want to say nothing. Like, come on. But I have to make sure that I don't need no shrink or this and that. This thing's happening. I'm doing what I'm doing because it feels like when I do that, it changes the energy flow. And I have to make sure I'm pumping out good energy too. I don't know if it's commanding. I don't feel like I'm controlling. Like I said, it's an energy thing, and I gotta be able to try to explain it to people so they can understand what the hell it is that I'm trying to do. There's something I can do, and I will learn how to control it in a positive way. Anyway, I gotta get going. I'll upload more later.